Alright guys, ready? I want to play it. Pause. Students. Ready? Oh wow. I mean, it runs very well, why not? So old developer. Harvest. Oh, stop. Eesh. This may not be scary. Huh. And we Harvester. I mean, it should not be that scary. It should be the bloodiest game ever, guys. If you may know, what makes me want me to play it is because I heard it's like very bloody. God damn. And I hope it's not very censored. Pretty sure it's like sexual bloody game. Not sure what that is. Who knows, guys? I really want to try out this shit. Harvest. Simple. Ooh. I'm realistic. I'm a realistic person. Oh, whoa. Oh, shit. Buffers are gameplay chips. Some level can be adjusted. Screen's too dark. I adjust it. Check your photo and have it on the screen. It will get worse as you take more damage. Look for special item that will restore your health. But the finding require item during the day, night will be the time of GVS adventure. Double click the mouse, left mouse on your exit. Instantly. My mouse attack point. Left click on your character. And press I inventory. Left click an object to grab and right click to put it in your inventory. Any saves is hard reward. Ah, penny. Lucky penny. Who knows? I would like pennies. Use the left mouse button to enter. You stuck on the puzzle, talk to our characters, they will get points. Avoid the cheats like the plague. Animation is pleasant, so don't waste it. I get to shoot guns, no way. If you get stuck on the puzzle, try using items in place. I'll check it. Thanks. I will wish all of illogical things. So you repeat often, especially before trying something crazy, illogical, or dangerous. Hold down. Let's back. Hold down the control button. Press the arrow key. Press the attack button. Look before you leap. Help screen can help fall, or better yet, read the manual. You can pick your friends. Is this RPG? Because you're getting your friends. Man, I don't mind waiting this during the beginning of the game. You can pick your friends. And you can pick your nose. What is this? What is this? Pick your nose? You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose. But you can't pick your friend's nose. That's ridiculous. Right click on some object in inventory shows the close up of the object. Right click on weapon. You can obtain objects into new objects by clicking and dragging them on each. Some levels can be adjusted in this. Screen's too dark, tiny. I'll read that. What the heck? Faithful fade. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to just chill out, just going around this house. Alright, who am I? Oh, don't forget. In plastic, a pair of plastic binoculars with the lens mounted on the table. Whoa! Whoa, this is sick. Oh, this is sick. This animation looks like Mortal. The empty arcade medicine container. Old fashioned clock at the bell. Photo of a beautiful girl one and says, don't tell me that's your girlfriend, cause I guess you're like 19. The mattress is spec and on stick. I beg you, sweetie. So you can walk like left and right. I don't know why I'm trying this game because I just bought this for $1. $1! I bought this for one. Okay. G40 triggers. Oh, I'm not trying to read them. That's ish. You peer to the scan rate. You peer to a scan the radar of dust at your reflection. Look at a mirror, man. I want to see your realistic. Oh. Check mark. Or physical on the end of the ball. Oh, I grab it. 20-cent piece dated 1952. It's a quarter, man. Oh wait, I don't know where those costs is. See at the creature is right. Heck. Come on, man. Where are your close sunglasses? Can I grab anything in the house? Except this house. Oh, well, boy. Oh. Oh, hello, my feet. Oh, my bad. Why is it talk to him?
Well, hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
What?
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation.
I'm Steve.
I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name. Steve.
How he doesn't
Your name
remember.
will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen,
Jeez.
this may sound strange,
No.
but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
Oh shit.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Hank and my sister. Who's my sister?
Sister?
Shh, you'll wake her.
Oh, it's the baby.
I just put her down to sleep. If she wakes up, she'll just want to eat again.
Oh, what? Ew.
Darn it, I'm busy, and if you think I'm going to play along with this nonsense, you're crazier than Sparky down at the firehouse.
Fine. Maybe I am crazy. I can't rule that out. Why can't you just help me a little? Is that too much to ask?
Now you've done it. Are you happy? Poor baby. There, there. Did your brother scare you? Let me see.
Oh!
Darn that wasp woman. She's
Oh!
a that's what she is.
Oh! Oh my god, that's so disturbing. Okay, you're not my mother. She is not my sister. Oh! That's so disgusting. Let's see. Can I say other? Yeah, that's close. Well, that's close.
Stop speaking nonsense, dear.
Okay.
Who's Sparky?
Who cares about that prancing, fire hydrant squatting sissy boy right now? Your sister's eating a tarantula and you're still fooling around.
If she's my sister.
Enough! Go bother Hank or Stephanie, why don't you? I'm trying to bake cookies.
Alright, bye.
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
I'm gonna borrow you making cookies. No. Are you going to make an evil thingy insects? Yeah, which is my bedroom?
What?
I am.
A lousy rat. And you better be quiet or you'll wake Daddy up.
Daddy.
Your dad is asleep?
He and Mom went at it last night pretty hard. He stayed in bed. I saw what she did to him. It was pretty bad.
What did she...
Like you don't know, I saw you and her on the couch last Wednesday night. Guess that's why she's grounded now, huh? Too bad you wouldn't pay me and I had to tell, huh?
What are you talking about? What girl?
What? Is there another one too? Wait till I tell.
I don't know what girl you're talking about.
My
All
sister?
summer, it's been Stephanie this and Stephanie that. And now you don't remember? You think I'm dumb or something?
No, I just can't remember anything, like I said.
Well, you better remember quick, 'cause the wedding's in 2 weeks.
What?
Leave me alone so I can watch TV.
Okay, cowboy.
Good. Fine on.
I can see him. What the heck? Huh? Okay, cowboy.
Say what? Good. Fine on.
For God's sake, I'll tell you. I didn't do it. I just clicked it. Piracy. I want to spell it. I excel. Jimmy James.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning?
I got a Dingsbury.
Well, I don't, you selfish punk. How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down.
Who
What the
says?
heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be Jake, okay? That's all I want. That and a pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers?
I think I do.
Whoa, that's great. Maybe we could trade.
What could you give me?
You know Miss Whaley and Principal Harold down at the school? Well, I found out they're messing around with each other in the broom closet. I can tell you when they meet and trade you some keys that'll let you catch them red-handed. What do you say?
Oh. Oh.
Before I give away the keys, let me see those sneakers.
First the keys, then the sneakers.
Nuh-uh. If you're trying to pull a fast one on me, forget it. You don't get the keys till I see the sneakers, and that's that. See you later, alligator.
After Royal Crocodile. Where are the sneakers? They're in my room. Probably my little sister ate them. Oh, you know what? I thought those were sneakers. Wait, crossing. My closet doesn't have sneakers, man. Sometimes don't like when my family, well, right now my mom, like step family, I put some shoes in the closet and jackets. But sometimes I really don't like. My dad made me change like to put shoes in the closet instead of fucking doors. Oh god. Where did I go? Alright. Alright. Let's see if we could go. Let's go to the journal store. Oh, well, look over here. Air condition. This is how Elton looks. Candy. Well, it's here. Copies right here. Sweat pickles. Big buckles and big. Oh, nice 16mm projector with binoculars. Super Sub Vacuumer. Really is nice. And no, Judge. TV. Alright. Oh, what the? No. What am I doing behind the cashier counter? Guys, that's this.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Dean Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious, I need some help.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia, in which case I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory, in which case I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
Don't know. Haven't seen him.
Care to buy anything today?
You got 25 quarters.
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
That quarters. Oh, let me have this doll magazine. And a doll magazine for 25 cents. You must pay Miss Penn before you can buy anything. Yeah, the doll magazine. I'm gonna watch that. He's why we use rent. Let's pay. Which is that much? Now is waiting on the plus coffee. Yes, let's play coffee. It's a coffee. So, or possibly what place? That's strange. Can I grab it? I cannot drive it. I'll buy you the cigarette. Let's see, I want to take that dog back. magazine for 25 cents.
Hello, Steve. Care to buy anything?
Yes.
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Let me buy that. Or let me buy that place now. This is back. That will just a bit of the house drainage, so like that. Goddamn. You didn't buy anything, Steve. Oh well, let's just get out. Ugh. See your boss office. 41% off. And the peanuts. Packing peanuts in the post office. Jeez. Alright, what do we have here? Who is this gorgeous lady? A blind woman is trying to eat. A blind lady is trying to can I? Oh! I don't want to punch her.
Yes,
I need some help, Mr.
Postmaster Boyle. What can I do for you today?
Do I get a log application?
Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork. Afraid not, son. You can't get them anywhere but the post office. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. What's his name? Yes, sir?
Don't mumble, son. Can't understand you.
Oh,
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
I cannot work about that. 3 o'clocks, 3 clocks, 3 times. They're different. The heck? Why can't I just go to that blind lady? She's like staring like a statue. Like a... what do you... like a sex doll. That blind lady looks like a sex doll. Not to be stupid, it's just making like... Whoa. Oh, I don't mean to exit that. Oh, look at 8 This person does spawn staying. Except for its vocational nearby off it. It's hard to tell. Jeez. That's a real sheep? That's a real sheep? What's this? I'm Pearson took this rare photograph of the gesture. That's it! That looks like a female alien. Damn.
Hello there, youngster. You see them aliens I was telling you about? Well, they came back last night. Cut another crop circle in my south field.
How come I never seen none of them saucers, Clam?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two. You know what Pastorelli did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry. Pastorelli's a funny sort. Foreigner, don't you know? He cuts hair pretty good, but he don't know spit about nothing else. You just ask him to hook up an alarm system if you need convincing. Pastorelli shelled out for an alarm system, all right, but he's too cheap to hire an electrician to hook her up. Dang idiot cross-wired it through the fire sprinkler, so now when the alarm goes off, it sets the sprinkler spraying. Tarnation! Aliens looking for intelligent life ought to stay away from this shop, sure enough. Well, son, the ways of the alien is a specialized area of woodcraft unknown to all but the wiliest sportsmen. What you gotta remember is, your average alien is smarter than your average human, so you gotta be extra careful building your blind if you want to bag one.
You hunt aliens.
Son, after nailing an alien, you can never go back to quail.
What the heck?
What, you think you can get one of those at a swap meet?
Huh.
Line your blind with lead to fool their sensing machines. Lay real quiet and wait. Preferably in the woods around the nuclear base. Oh, they love messing around out there.
Why not wait outside your field, Clem? Wait for 'em to come a-carving.
Oh, they do their crop doodles with zap guns, you darn fool. Don't you know nothing? Besides, ain't no place to put the blind out in the field. Now, you listen to Clem Parsons if you want to tag an unearthly being. They cross the void, wondering what lies beyond, all the time not knowing that what awaits them is buckshot.
Buckshot. Perfect. I did type it. Buckshot. What do I say?
Danged if I follow you, Steve.
Okay, I have a question for you. What's with the sheep? Yeah, that's right.
Danged if I follow you, Steve.
Oh man. How difficult to type?
Anytime, Steve.
Do you know around here?
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Pete Swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding. Keeps it warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the sheep. Pastorelli ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say.
Hey, that's what
Can't understand why Pastorelli keeps that nasty thing in here. Must remind him of the pastures in Italy. Kinda like why I keep wrenches under my pillow, so's I can dream about plumbing. Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now, there's a business that never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet. Pastor Relly's a rube from way back. Ask Clem Parsons how he followed up with the alarm system in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen. Nice to see you again, Steve.
I see you, Mr. Slow. Yeah, I like him. I like this one. Dwarf guy. I know his dwarfism. His big like. Wait, I forgot this guy actor name from. Damn it. I forgot that guy who plays the Widow. I forgot his name. From Game of Thrones and one from Elf. It's too high to look at. Bronze need, it's 8. Okay, I'm gonna to there. Oh! Potsdale. Oh wow. A man of the house proceeds. Yeah.
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household, huh? Huh?
You're my dad?
What a card.
Would I kid about something like that? Why won't you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Your mother just telephoned us about your latest shenanigans. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
Sure did, Mr. Potsdam. You little rascal.
Imagination's a swell thing to have, in small amounts. Man needs to keep his feet on the ground, especially if he's getting married. Tell me, is your father feeling better? Is he going back to the slaughterhouse anytime soon?
I haven't seen my father. He's locked in a room.
He's not going to die.
Wait a minute.
Like I said, I don't know. That woman, Mom, tends to him herself.
Well, next time you see him, be sure to tell him that I said hello. And tell him that I'm praying for his speedy recovery. And also, would you remind him about the meat? Especially about the meat.
Yeah, fine. If I see him.
You should be more concerned. If he dies, then who's going to take over the slaughterhouse? Who's going to tend to the meat? I guess as his son, you'd take over. Right?
Yep, I take over. CB.
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie. And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kind of makes up for not getting into the lodge.
I don't know why I say. I want to see Stephanie. Oh wait. Number 1 thing. My Stephanie's project.
Well, don't look at me. Mrs. Potsdam wants Stephanie to study hard for her finals. If it was up to me, you could go straight upstairs, but you know, the little woman, you'll have to ask her permission to see Stephanie. Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do is upset you and your father before the wedding. Not with the meat at stake. You will remind your dad about the meat. Won't you?
God damn, you're meat enthusiast. Whatever you call like, yeah, I could, man, I want meat, slaughter a lot.
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to hold the wedding down at the funeral parlor, since I'm not a member of the lodge. Mr. Moynihan has given his okay, and your father is going to cater the affair with plenty of meat. Moynihan is the undertaker. He also runs the Wayward Hotel. Since he's providing the space for the wedding, you might stop by and say hello to him, just to be sociable. But whatever you do, be sure to say hi to your father for me. Will you do that? Tell him hi, and remind him of the meat.
Okay.
I haven't seen my father. He's locked in a room.
He's not going to die, is he?
Like I said, I don't know. That woman, Mom, tends to him herself.
Well, next time you see him, be sure to tell him that I said hello. And tell him that I'm praying for his speedy recovery. And also, would you remind him about the meat? Especially about the meat.
Yeah, fine. If I see him.
You should be more concerned. If he dies, then who's going to take over the slaughterhouse? Who's going to tend to the meat? I guess as his son, you'd take over. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Stop mumbling, Steve. I can't understand you at all.
Fine. Let's go meet the girlfriend's father.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
I just see. He looks just like my mother.
Well, Stephanie is grounded, Steve.
Why?
I'm sure I don't know. Mr. Poston has sent her to a room, and in her room she'll stay until Mr. Poston says otherwise. Probably until the wedding.
No.
Mr. Poston feels there's too much at stake to allow Stephanie to run around loose.
She doesn't want to get married either, huh?
Are you saying you don't want to marry my daughter?
I don't know your daughter, Mrs. Potsdam. Why is she grounded? Afraid she'll run away before the wedding?
No! She's as delighted as we are about the wedding, every bit as delighted as we are. But she might get hit by a car, or a falling piano, or who knows what. Mr. Poston wants us all to be one happy family, and he doesn't want to risk anything happening at the last minute. I don't see any reason why not.
Oh, damn it.
Mr. Moynihan runs the Wayward Hotel and the Shady Oaks Funeral Parlor. It's rumored he has connections with the lodge, but the order keeps that kind of thing secret. So Mr. Poston has tried to get him to put in a good word for his lodge application, but so far...
I'll try to.
What can you tell me about the lodge?
Just that they're exclusive and secretive. If you're curious, you ought to pick up a lodge application at the post office and take it over to the sergeant-at-arms. Isn't that a thought? Forget Mr. Potsdam. If you became a member of the order, we could hold the wedding inside the lodge. My, wouldn't that be lovely?
How awful.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Tell me about this.
Well, it's set for 3 weeks. We're holding it over at Shady Oaks, Mr. Moynihan's funeral parlor.
Say what?
Now, I know it's not a very romantic place, but there's nowhere else to hold it, thanks to Mr. Potsdam.
Okay.
Give my regards to your parents.
Let's check on really like your kitchen. I like how it's like light blue. Oh, man. I want to see my girlfriend. Oh, this is my bathroom. She's put me. I want to see the picture. It was like corpse and paper. It's corpse sandpaper. I mean, toilet paper. What? The base. I took them. I hope those tempos are its fault. Warning. Hate defects. Here's a bait for cookies. Right. Oh, no freaking way I took them. Let me see that shit. I took them. I'm afraid to use it. Okay, got tap one. Vitamin for health. Health medicine. Aspirin for. I got Oh! Oh my god! Oh! I'm picking Tom. Or picking Steve? What the heck? Alex? Oh, her dress is so. Oh my god. Nope. Okay. I had no idea why they did that. Okay, that's her robes. Oven. So that's Stephanie? Oh. She has a nice taste. Hey, shut the fuck up, Steve. You're getting your girlfriend. Oh my god, she's so...
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh god, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding.
Well, that's shocking. They're your parents, not people. Parents, actually. Parents.
They claim to be my parents, I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right.
No, I don't know what you mean. I don't belong here. No one believes me. But these are... Okay, those two are like too fast, but I don't...
Do you have any idea where you do belong?
No, but I'm fairly sure I don't belong in Harvest.
Yeah. I can't remember anything, but I feel in my heart that the woman downstairs is not my mother. She's like this thing, like a parody, a bad joke with mother as the punchline. Does that make any sense?
He's so quick. Oh man. Shh. I don't even believe that. Oh, but nothing.
I guess. Sometimes I think I've lost my mind.
Join the club. But we can't both be crazy, Stephanie.
Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded. It's been hell. They treat me well, but they won't let me leave this room. Not even to go out in the yard. Not until the wedding.
They won't tell you why?
Each one blames the other for grounding me. They make up different excuses. Different things I did, none of which I remember. So I sit up here, watch the world outside my window, and listen to the noises in the house.
Have you heard any or seen anything that
Every morning, a weird boy comes to the house and picks up the paper. He doesn't deliver the paper. He picks up scrap paper that Miss Potsdam sets out on the porch for him. Some mornings she forgets, and the boy gets furious. He gives me the creeps.
Anything else you can tell me?
I hear these weird scraping sounds in the bathroom sometimes. Like something is sliding along the wall. Claws, maybe. And Mr. Potsdam. I don't like the way my dear daddy looks at me. Both of them are always watching me. But especially him.
You don't think they're dangerous, do you?
I think this whole place is dangerous. I think we've got to escape. Before it's too late.
escape? Wait.
The wedding is only 3 weeks away. Not much time to get to know each other, is it?
More about the wedding is it? Suddenly the idea of the wedding doesn't seem to...
Thanks. But I wouldn't marry anyone with things, you know, as they are.
Yeah, well, they can't force us to go through with it. If it comes down to it, we just won't take the vows.
I don't think anything in Harvest is that simple. Too many people are determined that we get hitched.
Why?
Potsdam wants the meat your father promised him. Your parents want to force you to settle down. Mrs. Potsdam wants to have the wedding in the lodge. Me? I just want to escape. Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge, this Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive, too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true, maybe joining the lodge is the way out.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the lodge, aren't you?
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Come on, listen. Yeah.
You're not making sense.
Oh, fuck it.
Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around...
Again.
Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the...
You think the lodge is some kind of...
I think all of Harvest is a...
If that's true,
Look, why not explore the...
you're really afraid of the...
I look...
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that.